It said that women are of different shapes, different sizes, of different races, class, and ethnicity. But then what's common amongst women is their struggles and their unique strengths. Today on the show, we're talking about sisterhood and how important it is for us as women to build a bond and support one another. I guess on the show, we actually have a full house. We have amazing ladies who are going to talk to us about their experience with bonding with other women in their work and in your careers. Please join me to welcome here on the show Steph, Emily, Helen. Yay! Hi everyone. Emily, hi.
Hi, Mala. Thank you for having me. I'm fine.
Olivia, thank you so much for coming. I know you had a journey coming here, but thank you for coming. How are you feeling today?
I feel good. Thank you for the pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much. My very own Stephanie! Then how are you feeling?
I feel great.
You look amazing.
Oh, thank you. I try.
I know you do. Guys, thank you so much for coming. And today we're talking about something really interesting that I feel also is very important. So let me ask you, I'll start with you, Emily. What's your idea of sisterhood? I mean, from your work, your career, your life, what do you think about sisterhood?
Well, Mala, I don't have a clear-cut definition for sisterhood, but I'll just try to tell you that it's being there for a sister in trouble, being there for a sister who doesn't know what path to take, being there for a sister who, giving my opportunity to another sister who I think is better than I am at something. That to me is sisterhood.
Amazing. And just so we are clear, by sister you mean biological sister, you mean
No.
or anyone or any woman?
No, not at all. I mean, for example, my best friend, not really a best friend, she's not even from an English-speaking region of Cameroon. She's from the Sawa/Bamike, so yes, you understand. We've been friends for just a short time, but she's almost everything to me.
Right.
Wow.
So just so we are clear, sister, we're not talking about biological sister, we're talking about any woman, someone you feel connected to.
Yeah.
Olivia.
My idea about sisterhood is about solidarity, female solidarity.
Yeah.
And my idea about it is like females having the same goals, the same beliefs, the same values, irrespective of time, just like she said, and irrespective of the geographical area.
Right.
Yeah. So
Steph,
that's
would you like to share with us
Yeah.
your idea about sisterhood?
First of all, this is sisterhood.
I totally agree.
This is sisterhood. Like we've come from various backgrounds,
Yeah.
religions, but we have the same goal. The goal is to help each other move forward. So for me, sisterhood is basically an organization, community, society of girls, women from wherever part of the world they're from, coming together, like Olivia said, the same goal, helping each other. Yeah, that's basically it.
So you all come from a very competitive background, especially where you work. Both of you, I think you guys are journalists, so you're working in the same place. How difficult is it for women in your area of work to cooperate?
So hard.
Right?
It's so hard.
It's so hard.
It's envy, it's
Yeah.
fighting,
Seriously.
it's all of that. So it's so hard to find someone who's rooting so hard for you for the right reasons and not because at the end of the day they have something they want to pull up or exploit from you. So it's really hard. You find one in 20 a sister in that kind of setting.
Yeah.
So we're in a very patriarchal society. Then you work in a humanitarian setting, and you come across very many women. How easy has it been for you to support one another, regardless of where they're coming from?
Yeah. Actually, in my domain, a lot of women support each other.
Yeah, it's common.
Because you will see some woman somewhere who is unable to have access to help, and most times you're going to see another woman coming to speak for her.
Yeah.
It's very common in the humanitarian world. You will see the women always taking the lead to be able to stand there for the other women who are relegated. You will see women are always at the front in the communities, yes. And they always have, and the thing about women is, I've noticed in like the job setting is they always stand for each other. And personally, it's something I really encourage and appreciate a lot.
Alright guys, I have this quote from the Hooks. He's one of the strong advocates for sisterhood, and he says male supremacist ideology encourages women to believe that we are valueless and to obtain value only by relating or bonding with men. So it continues that we are taught that women are natural enemies and that solidarity will never exist amongst us, that we cannot and should not, in fact, we do not bond with one another.
Imagine that.
Can you imagine?
What are your thoughts?
Well, okay.
Yes, I understand where he's coming from.
Yeah.
For example, here in society, everybody expects you to be married at a certain age. And when you're married, there is another twist to it. You're a stay-at-home mother, your fellow women are asking you, you stay at home?
I know. Like,
You go to work, everyone is telling you, you
Go to work.
Like,
the men are telling
you
you,
have kids at home.
who's taking care of your kids? So at times it's even the woman who is working who's asking you questions like that. So there's no way you can even feel sometimes that there's someone who's actually looking for you, like I learned and saying. But sometimes, like the humanitarian setting, as she said, you find a lot of that. You tap your strength from holding another person. You feel so strong when you know another one is standing because of you.
Yeah.
You must not be at the forefront, you must not be in the limelight, but just being at the background, it gives you a certain strength. I used to tell people if I were to have remuneration for the number of times I have been at the behind the scenes of achievements of another woman, I'll probably be the richest woman in Africa.
I can testify to that.
But I go to bed feeling I've achieved one of my potential in life.
Exactly.
And just to add a little bit to what Emily said, first of all, what we women need to realize is, as women, we are very powerful. And when we come together, the impact will be felt better. And traditionally, we have been made to believe that we're made to compete among ourselves, which is not good. Because the reason why I feel there's a lot of competition amongst women too was because there's a lot of scarcity of jobs for women at the top. But now that narrative is changing. We still have, anyway, it's difficult, but we are gradually pushing one another ahead, and we need to. First things first. We have pride amongst ourselves. So to an extent, that code is really true, because you see somebody and you're just jealous. And like what Emily said, like you see a stay-home mom and you're like, you stay home? Like, maybe that's her own path. Like she finds her passion is to stay home. Yeah, her purpose is to stay home, take care of her kids, take care of her husband and stuff like that. But how can we like go past that pride or the unconscious bias we always just have against one another to help ourselves achieve better? Like,
I almost got scared when you spoke about something is scarce. I thought you were going to say men are scarce. I was like, Stephanie! So when you came up with job issue, I was like, oh yeah. Like the tempo is going down.
That men are scared, so we have to struggle. You have to get men's attention.
And there is this thing.
We have to struggle to get, everything.
Yeah, and there is this thing, according to the Bible passage, where they say there will come a time where women will fight to get married, one man will have 7 women, and sometimes when I find women sharing those kind of stuffs and throwing negativity on women, I'm like, are these women so serious? You understand? Like, it's unbelievable.
it is.
And unfortunately, in as much as we live in a society where women encourage other women to stand out and be the lamplight in their societies, we cannot be blind to the fact that a lot of girls and women, especially within our societies nowadays, with the upcoming social media, disregard women a lot. So you will see a girl, maybe she doesn't have a taste of fashion or hairdo or whatever, rather than walking up to her and telling her, like coaching her, you get to mock her. I don't. I think that's it's not a good practice.
Let me just add this before you get out. Like for example, like when nudes come out, you find fellow girls sharing
the
that
nudes. Come on.
more than the guys. Like, what are we even doing?
So the question is, do we think that our socialization contributes to this?
Yes.
That again, because like Luther said, you have to struggle for space, you have to struggle for attention. So you feel that, okay, by dragging this person down, that it takes you up, okay, everyone else can see that, okay, I'm the one on top.
Yeah.
Do we feel that socialization contributes to that?
Yeah, a lot.
I feel
I
to an
think
extent.
I really don't want to agree with you on that. The first problem is realizing what you want to be and how you can find your purpose in life. Because other people, we just come to this world and we don't try to understand what do I like to do. It's not because Steph is good at makeup that I'm supposed to just follow her. And she's succeeding at what she's doing, and I have to do same as her. Maybe my own purpose is something totally different, cooking. I can make money out of that, but I don't realize I can make money from that. So anytime someone else is succeeding in a different field, I want to push that person in a domain where I don't even master anything and talk the person. And I fail, and I come back and say, Steph was using charm. She was putting this in here. That's what. She sprayed something on your face that is not normal at all. But I don't realize that I cannot do it as perfect as she does it. And that's where we begin to lose that bond of sisterhood. I'm not able to recommend another person, Steph, to another person. Like, hey, have you tried Steph? She's really good at what she does. Have you gone to Emily's restaurant? Her restaurant is. So we don't do that because we just feel like let's compete. They tell, I'm sure Olivia, I'm sure it was some situations like that where someone has just come up and said, you did this, you did that, whereas they didn't do anything. They're just using that to, how do I even put it in words? I'm just sorry.
Let's talk about men, because one of the things that we have to, sometimes people say that we have to get our validation from men by association or whatever. No, okay, everybody knows. How do you think that, like, do you feel that our relationship is strained as women when we struggle to meet up with societal expectations?
Yeah, first of all, I want to go back to what Emily said, that it comes from within.
Yeah.
Majority of us women, we always want to get validation from someone else before we feel we're good enough or something like that. But if you don't have self-love, you cannot be able to give love back.
Exactly.
So once we start accepting our flaws for who we are and learn to shine with those flaws, we'll go a long way to prevent us having accepting a man's, like if a man tells you, oh, you're not beautiful, and you go back to your hair and you start crying, or you're not as curvy as this girl is, and you go back, you have stretch marks, or you have this, like, leave your flaws. There's a lady who one time during a workshop, and she said she's flawsome. So we were trying to figure out where flawsome is coming from, and she said she has flaws. On the other hand, she knows she's very awesome. So when you put them together, she's flawsome. So we have to start we have to start doing things that I have flaws. It doesn't mean that I don't also have good points. I don't have strengths. So let's leave that. And there's one thing: once you accept your flaws, another person will be able to
tell you.
Well, I have to tell you this. I follow you a lot on social media. Yeah. And you once posted this stuff about having your standards about what a man should be to you, and so many comments coming in like you shouldn't have standards, you shouldn't this, you shouldn't that. I was like, why should a woman not have standards? Why should you just be with any kind of man just because you want to be with a man and have validation in the society? It made me think about a post which I saw where it said, if you rush to be with any kind of person because you say I am picky and I'm going to end up single, then be ready to get divorced when you get married to anyone. Because women just have the tendency of, okay, if I don't do this, society is going to look at me this way. If I don't do this at my job site, I won't be respected because I don't have the Mrs. title, I have the Miss title. If I don't do this, for example, if I become a doctor today, it would be strange being called Dr. Niba instead of being called maybe Dr. I don't want to call her name. So it will be an ex and people will start thinking I'm still over his. So it's just sad, sincerely.
And because of that, a lot of women tear down other women. I mean, just because she brought it up, we know situations where, say, a lady's dating a guy, and then by some, I don't know, whatever happens, I happen to maybe date the guy after her, and then it becomes troublesome.
I've been a victim of that. So
now, I want to be like Helen. Maybe the guy says, oh, you're too fat. She was slim. You're not respectful. You're not submissive. So I'm
You're
trying
not
to be
copying
like
your
her.
style.
And in the process, what I end up doing is like, okay, if I see Helen now becomes a competition to me.
Yeah.
Instead of, okay, if you really want to, I don't see any reason why someone would tell you to be something that you're
No
not.
reason.
That pushes you to do other things. So we've seen women who, the moment I see Helen struggle, it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what is wrong with
What is
Helen?
wrong?
But you see the guys instead they just laugh, but the women are always
Exactly.
Just like
So
everything.
does that puts us in a situation where we have to be at odds with one another for things that normally we wouldn't do. Now, what are some of the barriers in fostering sisterhood? In the life that we live, how difficult is it for us? What are our challenges in fostering sisterhood? That I just see Helen, I love your hair, I love your dress. Oh my God, you are amazing. How can I? That spirit. How can we do that? What's difficult?
I feel like a lot of women have not mastered what I call the shine policy. Because I support you does not mean that it takes credit away from
me.
Yeah.
So once we learn to accept that me pushing you forward is not going to make me lose something.
Yeah.
I think that's the mentality a lot of women have, and if we go past that mentality, it's going to be a step to bringing more sisters together. And another thing I feel is accepting our weaknesses. Yeah, I feel like if I accept my weaknesses, like point it out, like Steph, I don't like the way you do this. Like, don't look at it like I'm trying to pull you down. Take positive criticism. Like, let me tell you that, okay, you are not doing this well. Let me accept that, like, okay, Emily, how do you think I can do better?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a barrier.
Emily.
Understanding who you are, what you can do. Make a list of things you can accept and the things you will not accept. From a fellow woman too, because there are some things that can come from Steph that can break me. She's telling me unconsciously. But if Steph is telling me I'm not beautiful, for example, I don't even want to use it. If Steph is telling me I'm not good at something, I should also understand that I know that I'm good
not
at it.
exactly.
Today wasn't just my best, but I can do better than this.
Yeah.
And I want to accuse social media too, and the choice and stand we take. Because social media, the things we post, have you seen this post on Facebook? That person who always comes to take your husband away is your best. Have you seen that?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes, and you see some things that you post about women, a woman who is not well dressed, not well made up, she did something wrong. You decide to repost it or you decide to retweet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why not choose to ignore that post and scroll down?
It's the same like
That's a choice.
Yeah.
Nothing goes away from you if you don't repost it. Your status
Exactly.
remains nude like that the whole day. You didn't bring down another woman. You gave her strength
True.
and you remained in the background. So that's why I decided to accuse social media of
And
that.
I would accuse culture and religion.
Exactly.
Yes. Because back in the days, it was like a woman must be married to have the acceptance within the community. A woman must be married maybe to participate in some meetings. A woman must be married to go to some places or have some privileges within the community. And unfortunately, this is an intergenerational practice. It's been coming down and we are still living the effect of this.
Yeah.
Where you see women, they've had that notion like if I'm not married or if I don't have a man by my side,
I'm not good enough.
I'm not good enough. And also it becomes like a competition too among women, just because they want to have that validation of having a man by their side. They get into competition with each other to have the trophy that is the man, right?
Yeah.
And also about religion to some extent. I really don't want to go there too much because I don't want to bring up some controversies with our viewers and everything. But it's like a man must leave the father's house and the woman must leave the father's house and form together and whatever thing, and it's like if you don't do that, you are a sinner or you're committing a crime against society or whatever thing you're doing. Yes. And this pushes women to become competitive. I must achieve this.
Yeah.
This is exactly. This has been going on for so long. So they find themselves willing to achieve objectives which have been pushed down from generations to generations and religion upon us. So they have that pressure. It like that's why you see some women get depressed.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah.
It's real. I mean, we've seen women who
They
get
get
married and then
depressed.
automatically their friends, they don't
Yeah.
have that relationship anymore.
Because they feel like they are
You
outstanding.
feel like,
or
okay, you're
whatever.
going to snatch my husband.
Oh, you are going to come here with your single and spoil my home.
I'm looking for the man that's like, obviously, like an adult,
crazy.
an adult man.
Exactly.
So all of that really puts us against each other. Now, guys, we're running out of time. What would your last words be to all the girls who are watching, little girls who are growing up? What do you want them to take away from this? Helen?
What I want you to take away from this is be yourself.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. Be yourself with your flaws, be yourself with your weaknesses, be yourself with your strengths. You're not perfect. Be yourself. Don't try to, never try to be Stephanie, never try to be Noella, never try to be Amy, never try to be me. Just be yourself.
Thank you. Be yourself.
Yeah.
Well, I just to add to a little bit to what Olivia said. We need to stop looking at each other like a thread. We are one. We are sisters. Like we said, we are sisters. So, and like I said at the beginning, we women are powerful. When we come together, the impact is really there. The impact is felt. So let's look at each other like safe spaces where we can confidently talk about our troubles, our strengths, and seek advice or whatsoever. That way, once we learn to accept that, and like you said, be yourself, once you've accepted who you are, and you are open to criticisms without thinking someone is jealous of you, we are going to go a long way to help each other.
No. If today is my turn, tomorrow will be your turn. Be patient. Understand that if this one is not for you today, tomorrow something else will come to you. That is
Perfect. Exactly. Let's see. I mean, those last words seal the show, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, sisters, for coming.
Thank
You guys are always rooting for me. Thank you to all the sisters out there who, I mean, I can't even say how many sisters are rooting for me as a person. Thank you all so much. There's enough space for us at the top. Let's just support each other, hold each other's hand, and get to the top together. Thank you so much for watching. Until next episode. See you, sisters.